Easy. I'd say the biggest goal is that when whoever comes in to say to them, if I keep you safe, will you keep me safe, number one, and the team safe.
Make a deal.
Right. Make cut deals.
When you talk to the other coaches, did you get a sense for...
Parker was like, who on your team do you want to keep the most safe? And the rest of us were like, we're not answering that question.
Right.
I will say, so I talked to some of the people on Parker's team, and I think there's maybe going to be a mutiny.
Oh, really?
Not a mutiny, but they were like, I think style-wise, they don't play the same. So there's some dissent on that team.
Well, good.
So maybe we should pick somebody from his team to because they're already fighting.
Sure.
Oh, hey! What's up?
So what are you guys thinking for the first round? I don't know if you have any suggestions for me.
Well, it's a little early.
So early.
Yeah, no, right. So I would create the smallest riff as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do have options for people who aren't attached to people, but that's just what I would do.
My biggest pitch is if you keep us safe this round, and if we're up as head of household, then we'll keep you safe as a return, as a favor.
Would you keep my entire team safe?
Oh yeah, Derek and Glenn.
Derek
and Glenn are
we're cool with you guys.
We're good.
I'm
We're
cool
good
with
with your
your
team. Actually, yeah, totally.
So,
I mean, if you guys will promise to not put us up in the future, in the next round, or let's say the next 2 rounds.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't think I will ever put.
You have a deal on that. Next 2 rounds, safety.
And
Likewise. Likewise.
It's Adam's team, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. They weren't so forthcoming with stuff. So I don't know. Is there anyone on that team that you're?
Nicholas did win Survivor, and he's good.
Yeah, Nicholas did win
I
Survivor.
love him, but he did win Survivor, and he is
interesting.
He did.
Hey, come into my office.
Well, first, hi, I'm Nick. I don't think I talked to you yet. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. I mean, because we're all the team aspect. It really kind of adds another layer.
I mean, you can be strategic, or you can just go with your gut.
Hey, how's it going? Good. I saw the captains go off. I just wondering what you guys are talking about as captains or whatever.
We're just sort of making sure that we stick around too. So hopefully 2 people from the same team don't just it up. But Steve said he's your priority to be protected, and so I'm going to honor that. I'm not going to put you up. Well, Stacy's really sly, so she's really good strategically. Steve is really good at just twisting people, getting in people's heads. And Parker's just I think he's a little bit of a snake. So
okay,
I
would just watch out for the other captains.
Yeah.
I don't know if meeting with teams is the best idea because no one wants to say anything when all the teams are in here.
So I anticipate you and Adam have such a good connection, so I kind of anticipate maybe more deals could possibly benefit from our team and your team talking. How do you feel?
I feel like that sounds great. I'm excited to be working with Adam and your team.
Yeah.
Quick tidbit: Team Stacy,
Team Parker.
we are an ultimate alliance.
Yes.
We have an alliance from last season. We're hoping that we can make this work, fly under the radar, his team safe, my team safe, final 2.
I don't know. Honestly, I was just you never really know your
Is that my guess? Yeah, I know why. Yeah.
Brian Chang and I might have an alliance, but we might not. We haven't really figured it out.
So, what are you guys thinking for this round?
Strike a deal.
Strike a deal, yeah.
Keep us safe, we'll keep you safe.
Well, make me an offer.
If you don't put our names up for nomination, you're safe for 2 titles.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be happy to protect you guys.
I don't know where anyone stands. I just know about coaches. I think Adam is the #1 coach.
Oh, okay.
He beat Matt. That's all I know.
Right.
So I would try to get out a team.
Yeah. 2 people on the same team.
What's the strongest team?
Yeah.
Do you think Adam's team is the strongest team, or
just based on coach?
Based on coach.
Team 2 rounds.
2 rounds.
I know. I'm he's come in teams. I'm I'm not am I included? And if he's talking to people as a group, it's just I just feel he's telling us all the same thing. I'm just I know. We're just trying to figure out what to do. I'm just trying to say and go talk to him because obviously I'm going to deal with him.
Hey,
How's it going?
Great.
I'm thinking that like it could be easiest for you to like backdoor me, and I think that's why like if there's a team talk, if I'd be the one person to go.
Can I come in or no?
Yeah, you can. Sure, yeah. So what I'm saying is that like if there's any reason to like put me up because it won't draw any lines like blood in the sand or whatever, like keep me because if I'm still a team, that means you have another option of a player in the game.
Consider you our secret additional.
Yeah, and I'm still with that. I'm chill with you guys like 100%.
Steve here. My team, the team I'm coaching, won the first HOH, which was a surprise to us. Already, everyone's like talking. Our team gets along very well, to the point where Glenn on our team said we need to pretend like we're not getting along so well because we think there's some cracks in the other teams or whatever. Adam is being shady already. Parker's being kind of weird.
I made a deal with Casey's team and Parker's team, but Adam's team was kind of weird.
Okay.
About like making deals and stuff. They didn't really. So think about nominating 2 people from Adam's team. What do you think about that?
I think if that's what your gut says, then do it. Team deals for yourself or for the team?
For the team. For our team. So like,
and then we'll see if that's
wrong with 2 teams. And I meant it for 2 rounds.
Yeah. Hey, I think that's a great decision. Okay. Good job.
I came into this game not knowing anybody here, so it's nice to meet you all. And it's hard to nominate someone on the first round, especially with so little information. That being said, I found out that Nicholas won the last game, the Survivor game, so he's going to be one of the nominees. So I'm sorry, Nicholas.
I kind of felt that was coming.
For the other player, I'm going to nominate. I'm still deciding, but I think I'm going to go with Brian.
Oh, okay.
And it seemed like Brian was a strong threat and a good player. But that being said, I don't really know you guys very well. I haven't hardly talked to you, and
I know you now.
So with that, the nomination ceremony is adjourned.
Okay. We will now draw names for veto. HOH Pete and the 2 nominees, Nicholas and Brian, will compete in the veto, along with 3 additional players. If you choose your own name, or if one of your names is chosen, you will then choose a player to compete. Brian? Okay, Nicholas.
Brian.
Okay, Brian, you get to choose a player to compete.
Jonathan?
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Backdoor plan foiled.
I chose myself.
You chose yourself. All right, choose a player to compete.
I will choose my captain, Steve.
Okay. So these will be the 6 players. So this is a water transfer game, okay? You're each going to use a shot glass. You will run back from your green bucket over here. Fill your shot glass with water, run back, pour it in your bucket. Now, additionally, you have a red cup. You can choose to first fill your red cup. If you do so, you then will pour your red cup back into the red bucket, run back and grab this blue cup. You can now use this blue cup instead of the shot glass. The first person to completely empty their red bucket into their green bucket will win veto. On your mark, get set, go.
Already lost the competition.
Be careful spilling water. Remember, it's got to be within a half cup of that initial 6 cup amount.
Right, that's so true.
We've got some people going directly into the green buckets. We've got some people choosing to fill their red cups. Which will be the superior strategy?
Matt's Tom Sawyer, you guys to watch this for.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Nick is choosing to switch cups.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because he needs some.
You pour it back in there.
Oh, wow.
Brian.
Done. Okay, pause. Measure out Nick's bucket. If Nick has 5.5 or more cups in this bucket, then he will win the veto. Nick has spilled too much water. The competition will continue on.
As little steps as possible, Brian.
Oh, that's a big spill for Steve.
Done, but I think I spilled too much.
Okay, that is good. That is within a half cup. Steve wins the first veto.
Oh, wow.
Which medallion?
Oh, it wasn't true.
I'm not I'm not confident that you'll probably use your veto power since it's someone on your team who put us up. But I mean, I'm gonna try to talk to you. I didn't consciously not tell people I did survivor because there's so many people here who already know.
Yeah, and I love it. Look, I think I hate when people get targeted specifically because, but at the same time, I understand it because that's like the easiest thing.
Right.
I don't think it's fair. I think honestly, what's his name? Pete is on my team. I'm just gonna do what Pete says.
You know, it's out there now. People, I think, are gonna, as long as I stay in this game, people are gonna perceive me as a threat because of my history. But I think that can be used to an advantage of if I'm part of whatever alliance, I'm gonna be the first target in that alliance.
Yeah. Right. People make the decision.
Right.
And I'll just do what Pete wants. That sounds good to me. If that's what Pete wants.
Right.
So what's really happening?
Well, I just assured that my team's gonna get targeted now that we won the first 2 competitions. As far as I know, you're safe. I think Nick is the target.
Because he's a bigger threat.
Because he's a bigger threat, and he's won before. Literally, I told Pete do whatever you want, and I'm just gonna do whatever he wants.
My argument is I say have Steve use the veto because I told him that from this point forward, I am going to be a perceived threat.
Right.
And whether that be the case or not, if I actually am, if you're aligned with me, I'm always going to be the one who's going to get targeted first.
That's a good point. Yeah.
You have me, and I know people are going to target me first. I think it's going to happen for the rest of this game.
Lindsay is going to be targeting the coaches as soon as if and when that switches. I feel like she really trusts me, so just FYI, I want to work with you to the end of this game.
Yeah, me too. Do you think they're going to put the coaches into the game at some point?
I think they will.
I guess.
I think so. Secondly, are you thinking keeping Nick or Brian?
I would think keep Brian.
My argument for keeping Nick is if we vote Nick out, we're setting a tone of we're voting out the strategic players. So who's the most strategic after Nick? Whereas if we leave him, he's going to be a target every round until the end.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh.
So if we're keeping
because we're strategic players. Yeah. God, I just told Brian that I thought he was safe. This is the veto ceremony. I have the power to veto one of Pete's nominations. I'll now give each nominee a brief moment to tell me why I should use the veto on them.
Okay, I think you should use it on me because I'm one of 3 persons of color in the room.
You better play that race card. You better own that. How do I compete with that? Listen, I know that there's a perceived threat, with somebody who's won this game, and I think there is, could be some truth to that, but everyone who's familiar with Survivor knows you don't get to the end by yourself. It's not a one-person job. I had people who helped me, and there was definitely luck involved as well. Instead of looking at that as a negative, it can be looked at as a positive.
Thank you. After consulting with Pete, I think it's just too early to make a big move and get more blood on Pete's hands. But no. So I've decided to not use the power of veto. The veto ceremony is over.
So my boy Brian is in trouble right now. Of course my people have to be one of the first nominations, of course. Fuck. So Pete says that Brian is not the target. It's definitely Nick. Nick is a huge threat. He did very well in that veto competition, and even during his veto speech, he really spoke, as if he knew what the hell he was talking about. So he's a huge threat. I think he's got to go. I'm hoping everybody is going to vote exactly how they say they're going to vote.
I don't think there's any is the target.
To good. Yeah, I'm telling you, y'all mess with those girls. They are.
I mean, it could be an all-girls alliance.
Well, that's what he's trying to build. He's trying to build an all-girls alliance.
All girls plus him.
Yeah. There was a moment, sometimes you just have to go with your gut in these kinds of games. So there was a moment outside where I was talking to a few of you, and we were talking about how women usually go in this game early, and really I did kind of I don't want that to be the case because I'm glad that there's a lot of women in this game this time around. And the strongest gut feeling I've had in this thing was the fact that I was yeah, I kind of do want to align with women in this game, and I get good feelings from every single one of you, and
even Dave.
keep me around at least for one more, and we'll see where it goes.
Okay, can we talk amongst ourselves?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Really? No. We're also on, we're both on Brian's team.
I would say yes, because I think he's an ally for us.
I think he's probably going to be more of an active player for better or for worse. Like, he's going to make the game more exciting.
It's also good to have, he's a big target right now, and so it's good that we have a clear around. So keep it around.
I just want to let everybody know that Nick said that he wanted to tell everyone that he won Survivor, and I advised against it. So that was my fault. So.
Also, he did almost win this last challenge, so keep that in mind for future rounds. And
I like how Adam was like, here's a reason to keep Nick. And Brian's like, yes, but also here's a reason not to keep
well, I'm up against
right, yeah.
So
That's a good point.
Stating my case, keep me around for a few more rounds, but who knows? He's going to be really well at the challenges.
All right, guys. You know, it's very early in the game, and ultimately it's like no harm, no foul, because you know you gotta go with your gut on these kind of decisions. And I just hope that like you guys feel like there's a genuineness in when I have spoken to you, because like I'm not being like some cutthroat asshole at this point playing a game. I've spoken to enough people here. I hope you guys know that I am genuinely open to working with you if I've spoken to you about that.
Hello, I want to keep having fun with everybody, and yes, he has a lot of experience, but like he said, let's not totally use that against him. But having said that, we should use that against him.
Nick's my guy. I'm voting to evict Brian. And let's hope this Girl Alliance thing works out.
I don't go against the one thing I said. We gotta keep him to stay. We are voting Nicholas.
Yeah, because if Nick stays, he's gonna be.
He's already with us, anyways.
Okay.
Then he'll think that we voted him.
Okay, so we're going Nicholas.
We're Nicholas out.
I am voting out Brian, mainly because I think Nick wants it more, and I think he'll be a more fun player. And then also, he could be somebody that we nominate every single time. It'll just, be like watching a bug be attacked by a cat over and over and over.
I'm voting for Nicholas. I like Nicholas and Brian both a lot, and I don't want to vote either of them out.
Oh, damn it. I'm really sorry, Brian. You're going to hate me, but I'm voting for you because you can't abandon my team. So it's not personal, but remember Thursday night, 24-hour fitness dance class? That's all you need to know. Things come back.
I vote to evict Nick.
Because Nick is in my alliance, I'm going to vote to evict Brian. I'm nervous I might be playing this game too hard, but I'm trying to keep Nick. So as much as I love Brian, I'm voting for Brian.
Okay, I'm voting for Brian because even though he's on my team, Lila and I decided excuse me. Lila and I decided we don't really like our team that much. We really like each other, but Brian's not super we don't vibe with him super well. Like Parker's a little bit controlling. Like we don't love them yet, so we're kind of going back on our team thing and gonna join this. Nicholas has united all the females, and we're like, let's be females and be amazing together.
I'm gonna vote for Brian because we're voting with the Lady Alliance, and he's not that nice to me.
By a vote of 7-3. Brian, you were the first person evicted. Racist. Racist. Okay. Wow.
Oh, my hair looks good. Okay. So I just got voted out. First one. Literally everyone was like, oh, you're safe, you're fine, and we got you, but as you all know, that can't be trusted. 7-3. 7-3. So I don't know who that three was, but whatever, not surprised. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. Not just sad that there's a chance that I could get back in, so